Good afternoon. My name is Matt Hunley. I'm the group leader for the Engineered Solutions Research and Development team here at Adhesives Research. And I'm excited today to talk to you guys about our conductive pressure sensitive adhesives that can enable smart and economical battery design for EVs and more. As we all know, right now, there's a relatively small number of electrical vehicles on the road, less than 10 million or less than about 1% of all the vehicles. But by 2040, there's supposed to be dramatic growth. Expected 900 million electric vehicles to be sold by the year 2040. So improvements in the battery design and the battery efficiency are critical to drive this expected demand. The manufacturability, the weight, the packaging, and performance are all critical factors for energy storage. Our thin film adhesive layers can help advance the battery designs by providing electronic, ionic, and thermal conductivity or insulation, while also bonding and creating adhesive joints. They can withstand very harsh environments and applications that are critical for these electric vehicle batteries. They enable high-speed roll-to-roll production. So dealing with an adhesive tape, you're dealing with a roll instead of a liquid adhesive. And they reduce the overall size and weight through ultra-thin laminations. Adhesives Research conductive PSAs provide several specific performance benefits as well. They provide precise, directed electrical conductivity. We can tailor exactly where the conductivity is, whether it's isotropic in the XYZ planes or anisotropic, where we have Z-axis only conductivity. We tailor this design through the selection of specific fillers, including carbon black and other metal particles. And by designing these high-performance adhesives, we can get very fine pitch connections, so down to 300 microns by 300 microns to make a conductive adhesive bond. We're able to withstand demanding environmental conditions with our PSAs. They can withstand temperature extremes from negative 30 degrees Celsius all the way up to 120 Celsius, and even damp heat with high humidities up to 95% RH. They're natively UV and chemical resistant to provide long service lives. And they can be designed with silicone, acrylic, or rubber adhesives to match the conditions and the performance requirements for each application. These adhesive PSA tapes also enhance manufacturing efficiency. They're easy to handle and clean. There's no liquid chemicals to deal with, no hazardous chemicals or mess to clean up after applying the tapes. The PSAs take a very limited heat and pressure lamination, so it's very simple and straightforward to apply them to any substrate. And they can be tailored for wide-ranging substrates, from metal to films to very low surface energy substrates. So our conductive PSAs provide a very attractive alternative to costly silver-filled electrically conductive adhesives and other liquid options. Our portfolio includes pressure-sensitive adhesives, as well as heat seal adhesives, and even insulating barrier adhesives. The conductive PSAs enable very high-speed roll-to-roll production, easy-to-handle films. We manufacture products with resistances from a few milliohms all the way up to several ohms. Our electrically conductive heat seal adhesives give us stable performance under even more demanding environmental conditions. However, these, unlike a PSA, are non-tacky films, so they require a heat tack step and a cure processing step. And although not conductive, many applications such as batteries require sealing or barrier adhesives as well. So we offer several non-conductive films with excellent water, moisture, and oxygen barrier properties. To talk about our product portfolio, we'll have to talk about the different constructions. So transfer tapes are a single adhesive layer separated or covered on each side with a release liner. Transfer tapes are used to bond two conductive substrates and conduct electricity between those substrates in the Z direction. We have several products that have strong Z conductivity, but also tailorable isotropic or anisotropic conductivity. With a percolated filler network, such as a carbon black filled system, we can get very isotropic conductivity, so we conduct in all the directions, X, Y, and Z. If we switch to a more specialized carbon black and metal filled system, we can control that conductivity in only one direction, the Z-axis, to conduct electricity only between the two conductive substrates, that are being bonded. Single-coated tapes, however, are adhesive coated onto a conductive backing, and this conductive backing is typically a tin-coated copper foil or a copper mesh that conducts very well in the X and Y directions along the length of the tape. These materials are typically used for solar panel bus bar applications where you have to collect current and deliver, as well as when there are profile and height mismatches in the application. They're flexible and conformable and can easily overcome the height mismatch. Our double-coated tapes have a conductive carrier between two layers of adhesive. The conductive carrier is normally a nickel or copper coated non-woven, so they are quite conformable and bendable. So they're used in flexible applications where we need to conform to the texture of the substrate. The adhesives are also tailorable on each side and typically provide very good conductivity in the X, Y, and Z direction. Copper-coated foil and copper-coated non-wovens are very common conductive carriers, but tin-coated copper is also available to reduce oxidation of the copper in the most corrosive environments. Most of our PSAs are very well performing over a wide range of environmental conditions. However, some applications have very demanding temperature cycles and humidity cycles. In these applications, we recommend a heat seal adhesive, so specifically EL93853. This heat seal is non-tacky, needs to be cured after it is applied and laminated, but under temperature cycles provides much more stable contact resistance relative to the PSAs. You can see in the plot here on the slide that under thermal cycling from -45 to +85°C over 16 days, the heat seal adhesive has a much more stable contact resistance than the pressure sensitive adhesive. Here at Adhesives Research, we believe we are the global leader in custom adhesive development. We're an expert developer and manufacturer with experience in a wide range of products, from adhesives, tapes, specialty films, coatings, release liners, and even transdermal drug delivery technologies. Our portfolio is generally split up into two different industries, the healthcare industry and the electronics industry, but in both, we specialize in the formulation and manufacturing of tailored technologies, where we work with the customer to understand their needs and design a product that enhances their performance. We bring design flexibility, development capabilities, and extraordinary outcomes to all of our design partners. We have extensive polymer science expertise, including we have 2 R&D facilities at Glen Rock, Pennsylvania, our corporate headquarters, as well as in Limerick, Ireland. We have extensive development capabilities, production around the globe, as well as state-of-the-art converting equipment here in Glen Rock, Pennsylvania. And we're able to offer faster speed to market, improved throughput and COGS reduction in order to maximize your revenue outcomes. So just within the electronics and industrial portfolio, we talked today a lot about the electrically conductive adhesives and films, but we also have a very broad portfolio with many different offerings. We offer optically clear adhesives. So these are for flexible to flexible or flexible to rigid optical components, such as flat panel displays, flat screen TVs, and touch screens. We have several dual stage adhesives. So these are pressure sensitive adhesives that are relatively straightforward to apply, but can be cured after application to create a structural bond and very high performance. I mentioned earlier we have moisture barrier adhesives that form strong flexible bonds while providing excellent moisture and oxygen barrier properties. We also offer splicing tapes for paper and flexible packaging processing industries. And our ultra-low extractables release liners are leading the industry in providing low silicone liners for the hard drive, electrical components, and advanced medical products industries. So thank you for listening to our talk today. I hope you enjoyed our technical discussion, and we would love to hear from you. The contact information is on this slide, so please reach out.